Yo, welcome back to the Give Me the Mic podcast. Here with another episode. It's me, your boy D Will. And
And yo, it's your boy C3. We back. Like we never left. We sorry it took so long for us to come back, man. You know what I'm saying? It's D Wolf fault.
it is, and I'm gonna take responsibility for that. But so lottery just came out literally 2 nights ago, and we're gonna do the mock draft in this episode on us being the GM and for the teams and on who they should pick. So not gonna waste too much time. C3, I'm gonna give you the first pick. Who you going with the first pick in the 2021 NBA draft?
Right. Dun, 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 dun. Now I know that's not the NBA, but I mean that's the best. That's the best one. I don't know if they even have one, a little jingle, but they should if they don't. But so I'm gonna give them the NFL jingle. But as the Detroit Pistons, number one overall, man, let's give a hand clap to Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Finally getting them some luck, getting that number one pick. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they can get back to those. You know what I'm saying? Bad boy Pistons. You know what I'm saying? The Chauncey Rip. You know Tayshaun, Ben Rasheed Wallace days. You know what I'm saying? Maybe
Got
they
a
can get
long
back to
way to
that.
go. A long way to
A
go.
very, very long way to go. Yeah, that's a very long. That's true. But then maybe get back to this, and starting with this pick, you know, you all are. If you know anything about some basketball, about this draft, you already know who this pick is gonna be. My guy, Cade Cunningham, the only right pick for this pick, Cade Cunningham. You know what I'm saying? He's 6'8" guard. He's like a point guard, versatile. He's gonna be like a wing if you want to be. You want to play on. You want to call him wing, call him a wing. You call a point guard, call him a point guard. He can play on the ball. He can play off the ball. Very smart passer. Very good with orchestrating offense. Really good footwork. He can finish with either hand at the rim. He can shoot. He shot 41.2% from three in college, and that was on
That's
136 attempts.
that's crazy.
20 points a game. At Oklahoma State, you know they wasn't doing that without Cade. Without Cade, they wasn't doing nothing. And he too big. You thought Luca was out there telling Pat Bev, oh, you too small. He going to be telling him the same thing. And he has the potential to be a lockdown defender. He has the mindset. He has that winning mentality. He has that competitive fervor that you want out of a number one overall draft pick. He can do it all. He can do it all. He has that never say die attitude. I
I
think
gotta
that
agree with you right there. I believe Cade is like easy pick, number one pick in the draft. I feel like it's like the to me it's like the year before last when Zion came out, and I was like, it's Zion hands down. Even though we was having some discussions about that back then. But anywho's, with the second pick that belongs to the Houston Rockets, man, Rockets whew, had a season. Um, I felt bad for Coach Silas, man. Coach Silas did the best he could with John was hurt in the beginning and hurt at the end, and all you can count on so far is Christian Wood is proved he's an absolute stud. Um, and Kevin Porter Jr. came on red hot at the end of the season. I mean, going bananas. So it gives you two things that you can build around with Houston. So all isn't bleak. So for me, with the second overall pick, I'm taking Jalen Green, 6'5" guard. Was in the G League this year. Averaged 18 a game, 4 rebounds, 2.8 assists, and shot 36.5% from three. Athletic freak, can really score at all three levels of the however you want it. I like that he was in the G League, played some good tough competition. Just like Kevin Porter, who last year was started in the G League, finished in the NBA going crazy. So if Kevin Porter can figure it out in the G League, I think this young man playing the whole season in the G League can come in and really, really help you out. And I think he'll be a good addition when you already have John Wall, Kevin Porter at the small forward, Christian Wood, and it'll give you something to work around as long as John can stay healthy. So I'm gonna go with that pick.
and I can't hate on the pick at all, man. I think I think it's gonna help Houston. I mean, they're not as, I feel like, as bad. They had a couple injuries too. Christian Will got injured as well, so they had a couple injuries that kind of
Mhm.
really led to them like bottoming out like that. Not to say they were going to be good, but they could have been just a tinge bit better. Um, so with the number 3 overall pick, Cleveland. They're frequent. They have a lot of frequent flyer miles in this top 5 area. You know what I'm saying? They are habitually in this area of the draft, and it's for good reason. It's because they trash. You know what I'm saying? They're not good. They have a couple good pieces. You know what I'm saying? Darius Garland came on a little bit this year. They had a young bull, the young
Sex.
bull,
Yeah.
Colin Sexton. So, what I'm saying? They still got Kevin, what I'm saying? Garbage, no chest itself. But it's going to be just fine because help is on the way with the number 3 overall pick in the 2021 NBA draft. The Cleveland Cavaliers select, my God, from the West Coast, Evan Mobley. Yes, Evan Mobley. Evan Mobley is a versatile big. He's going to be good on the defensive end, and he has the potential. He has the potential to turn into a elite scorer, a la the process Joel Embiid, without all the injuries and stuff like that. So he's a little bit more durable than that, and so he has very, 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 very good uh, inside scoring. He even shot a decent clip from the 3 for big. It's not terrible. 31.5%. It's not terrible. It's not terrible. He can improve on that.
Mhm.
He averaged almost 17 a game, 8.5 rebounds and 3 blocks. So he's gonna help you on the defensive end. They need a good big. Let's not a good big. Let's not kid ourselves. We need a good big, and I think he's going to help them really, really well. I would have went with one of the guards with this pick, but I just think that Cleveland has with Sexton and Garland. I think they're going to be good with both of those two. And if you need to address it further down the line, you can. But having a versatile big is hard to come by, especially one that actually fits. I believe, is going to fit in this game, in this modern game, I should say.
Okay, not bad. I definitely I agreed with the pick. Very much so. Um, next pick, with the 4th pick, is the Toronto Raptors. This one kind of had me questioning things. Because Toronto, you got Spicy P and Pascal Siakam. You got Fred VanVleet. They're giving you buckets, you know. And so I was like, what could help Toronto win right now? Really help turn them around from struggling. And I was like, they definitely need another scorer. Um, but I was like, most of the scores that are available, the best available to me are point guards. And I was like, they don't need any more point guards. Even though I'm very confident Kyle is getting out of there. He won't be there anymore. I'm pretty very confident in Kyle being gone. So I said all that to say this. With the 4th pick in the draft, the Toronto Raptors select Scotty Barnes out of Florida State. Another tall, long body um, to go line up next to Pascal Siakam. Um, Athletic freak, um, heavy slasher though, heavy slasher though. So definitely, Scotty needs to improve on his 3-point percentage. He only shot 27.5, which is abysmal. So he got to get that up. Average 10 points a game um, at Florida State, but he has a lot of potential, big upside. Um, if he can work on his shooting, I think that long front court with Pascal and Scotty could do a little damage.
Scotty Barnes. Scotty Barnes. Love the talent. I
Yeah.
do. But you don't think they need a point?
Van Fleet's point.
No, you don't think they need a point? Like,
Yeah.
Kyle's leaving though.
Kyle is
You
leaving,
don't think
and
my
Fred can
guy?
just play his position of point guard.
Ah, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, pop. Yeah, that is true.
Let
That is.
let Fred P play his position instead of having that small backcourt like they've been having and getting abused. I think they'll go big and you know have some better size.
All right. So we're on to the next pick. We have Orlando, the Orlando Magic, with the 5th overall pick. Now, Orlando has literally just decided we're gonna just trade away all our picks, all our people, not picks, all our people. They're like, we don't care about winning anymore. They do have Markel still. They do have the boy, you know what I'm saying, who's unconscious, who don't care about missing those shots, who gonna shoot everything. And my guy Cole Anthony, very, very talented. They do
Very
still
talented.
have R.J. Hampton,
Yeah.
nice young core. Mo Bamba, who hasn't done not a thing, but he's okay. He's still a little talented, so we still can get him out. So what do we need, man? What do we need? We need somebody, I feel, who can be a little bit on the wing. We have RJ. Yeah, we got Cole play point. We got Markel who can play the point. I feel like we need somebody. We need somebody big. We also need another person on the wing. And so we are going to go with the person who I think will come in and be an excellent defender. He just needs to lock in. He has to lock in hard. And he can double kind of as a big low key. He can double as a big low key because he's bigger. He has a large frame. Jonathan Kuminga. We're gonna go with Jonathan Kuminga. It replaces what you lost in Aaron Gordon. Does it replace Vucevic? Not really. Don't really replace Vucevic, but he does give you some plus rebounding. He is a athletic freak a la Aaron Gordon. I think he's gonna be able to work on his defensive capabilities, his defensive prowess, and he's gonna be pretty good. He rebounded very well playing in the G League. 7.2 rebounds a game. I think that's pretty good. That's pretty good. They need some more interior people. He can pair well with a couple people. He needs to improve that 3-point shooting, though. That's the only thing. He needs to improve his 3-point shooting. He also needs to improve his decision making. He doesn't always look very locked in to the game. And it kind of worries me, kind of like another person I know. I'm not gonna name no names, but another player I know, same kind of physical profile, but we're gonna believe that Kuminga is gonna lock in and get it done. That's my pick for Orlando.
Kuminga, I think Jonathan's gonna be solid. It's a solid pick. Solid pick. I agree with that one for sure. Next pick, the Oklahoma City Thunder.
OKC.
6th pick in the draft. They just traded Al Horford and Moses Brown to the Celtics for Kemba Walker. So now you're gonna have Kemba Walker along with Shai. So it's a solid front court for sure. So for them, I have them taking Franz Wagner from Michigan. Franz averaged 12.5 a game, 6.5 rebounds, shot 34% from the three. Is known as a 3-and-D guy, is what he's basically his play style is more of a 3-and-D guy, which is what you're going to be looking for, a big, long body to go, especially because we all know Kemba struggles on defense. We know Kemba struggles. They're gonna have some scoring, so you want somebody to space the floor and play some defense. And so I think Franz Wagner with that as a 3-and-D guy helps Oklahoma City. Because honestly, there isn't a big here that I trust that I would want to take this high in the draft. If there was a big that I had more confidence in, I would definitely be like, hey, chose that big. But with that being the case, I'm gonna take a pretty safe pick in Franz Wagner.
France. What?
Who would you have taken? Who would you have taken right there at 6 to go to Oklahoma City?
So my guy, Sam Presti, my guy, way better than another person that I know. Way better than another person. We're not gonna say any names though. We don't say people's names on this here podcast. We don't do that. We don't gotta throw anybody on the bus. But he's way better than some people. So I think, one, you are disrespecting Sam by thinking that Kemba is going to stay on his team. I think you disrespecting him. Kemba ain't staying on his team. And so what he going to really do is get rid of Kemba, one, and two, draft the man, Jalen Suggs from Gonzaga. That's what he's going to do. Go ahead and give him another point guard to pair with my guy, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the young bull, the young goat, the young star in the making.
If they didn't have Kemba, I had them taking Jalen Suggs at 6. But
well, you might as well go ahead and take them because they're gonna trade him. So I mean, you might as well go ahead and rephrase that now.
As of today, on June 24th, they have Kemba Walker on that roster.
I mean, do they really? Do they?
Because don't you can't trade with it after you can't trade a player until December 1st now.
You say you can't trade him until December 1st. That's why you draft Jalen Suggs anyways. Because you know what's gonna happen. What do you mean?
Got you. Okay, so who are you taking 7? Who are you taking 7? Well, Golden State.
And then that's only right. That's only once the season starts, because they can just trade him again. They can just trade him again.
Yeah.
Before the season starts, and they ain't gotta do none of that. So it'd just be like a third team has just entered the trade, because technically the Celtics trade isn't official either.
This is true. We'll see what they do with Kemba. We'll see what they do with Kemba.
Golden State Warriors. The Golden State Warriors. And so, I mean, with how the draft is setting up, I can't in good conscience leave Jalen Suggs undrafted for Golden State. I just can't do it.
Golden State isn't making this pick. They didn't want to make the pick when Wiseman last year. They are definitely packaging this pick and getting a veteran, because that's all he wants. He doesn't like to develop. Ever since he developed the initial core, he don't want to develop nobody. He is trading this pick. Golden State will not make the 7th pick in this draft.
Well, seeing as though we don't know who this imaginary team is going to be that he's going to be trading Andrew Wiggins garbage stuff to. So we don't know who he's going to be trading Wiggins to. I mean,
don't disrespect Wiggins like that. He balled this year.
Andrew actually played pretty good. My problem with Andrew is it's not consistent. It's never been that Wiggins was ever bad. I've never thought Wiggins was bad. Contrary to everyone's belief, saying the man is bad, he's not good, this, that, and third, wailing on the man. I've never thought he was a bad player. I've always actually thought he was a really good player, and I don't understand what the disrespect is. Now, do they have some people in that draft process, Julius, Zach LaVine, who are better than he is? Yes, but you're going to have that in every single draft. The number one pick is always the best player in the draft. It's very, very hard, Joker, to pick out who's the best player in at any given draft. You know what I'm saying? And so, but I do believe that he has played well enough to warrant him being number one. I have seen people play absolutely terrible, absolutely terrible. Thank you. So,
Yeah.
and definitely 10,000% did not deserve the number one pick at all. Andrew Wiggins does not fit that bill in the least bit.
You
Not
said
at
all
all.
that. You said all that to say this. Who is going to say take it?
So they're going to be taking the best player available currently on the board, which is Jalen Suggs, point guard of Gonzaga. I mean, Jalen is the whole package, man. I mean, he has an NBA ready body. He's 6'4". He's a point guard. He shot 35.5% from three. That's gonna go up. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be great. He had 14 points a game, but that was on Gonzaga. They're more of a move the ball team. Had 4.5 assists. Very unselfish. He's a willing, very very willing passer. Very smooth with the ball. Ball handling is pretty good. I mean, it's gonna be very 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 good with Golden State system, moving, passing. He's willing to do all those things. And so I think that a change of pace for Steph as Steph gets older, someone to mold, someone to craft in his image. He's not the shooter Steph is. He's never going to be that. But he can pick up some things from the two-time MVP of the league. And he's 110,000% will stabilize the bench. 1,000% will stabilize the bench. Unlike some people I know, Kelly Oubre. I didn't say that, but he's gonna be good. So we're gonna take Jalen Suggs for Golden State. I think they will be ecstatic if Jalen Suggs falls to them. Ecstatic.
I think so too, because they're gonna love trading him to whoever they want to trade him to. But with the eighth pick, the Orlando Magic is back on the clock. What is what happens when you trade your whole roster, right? So you're back on the clock with the eighth pick.
Oklahoma City.
And in this, Orlando has so many holes in their roster, right? You've traded Vucevic, you traded Gordon.
For what?
Like at this point, to me, you have to draft a big. Like you have no bigs on your roster. You have to draft a big. You have to get some type of big body. And so I'm gonna have them picking Orlando with the eighth pick in the draft. I'm gonna have them picking Isaiah Jackson, 6'10" freshman from Kentucky. Give you a little depth, a little big body, a little depth, um, very active on the glass and on defense. Give you something because I mean at this point you have no bigs, and so we just got to throw Bamba out right now. Bamba has proven that he's just there. So, but at least Isaiah Jackson can at least still play with Bamba and spell him. He's big enough. So you do what you gotta do. But they gotta get some bigs because they it's rough right now. You traded your power forward in Gordon, you traded your center in Vucevic. I mean, you gotta get a big some kind of way.
Man, I mean, you don't think Isaiah is a reach like extendo reach like Miss Elastigirl reach? I mean, they still got John Isaac. We drafted Kuminga. They got Wendell Carter. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, like, you know what I'm saying? You know.
No.
He's like, no, I don't think so.
Not at all. I mean, at this
That
point, it's on need. I think Kuminga fixed the biggest need in the small forward. Absolutely, Jonathan. I think Jonathan fixed the biggest need. So I think Isaiah just helps the secondary need, which is bigs, because I think a lot of the best players available is point guards and shooting guards, and with RJ Fultz and Cole Anthony you already got a lot of young guards already that you already have confidence in. Bringing in another, even though another solid guard, you just bringing in more guards at this point. You just drafting unnecessarily where you really want to get some bigs and put some competition in there, make somebody turn up. Cause I ain't seen no turn up from none of them. Good gracious, they in this position for a reason.
Yes, yes, yes. So we have the number 9 pick in the Sacramento Kings, and we have the Sacramento Kings selecting Sacramento. They have a lot of good talent on the team. They got young Swiper no swiping. They got my guy, young Swiper. We have, Tyrese Halliburton. I would like to point out he was my pick to be the steal of the draft last year when we did this. I'd like to point that out. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, thank you, thank you. The applause is, no applause, no applause. They still have Buddy, you know what I'm saying, who pulling, he gonna pull that thing. We need a wing, and we got the perfect person. We have Moses Moody from Arkansas. He's gonna be a wing player in the vein of, Bradley Beal, McCall Bridges. Excellent perimeter shooter, 38% from three, 81.7% from the free throw line, almost 6 rebounds a game, average 17 and a half points. He can do it off the ball. He can come off screens. He can even set himself up a little bit. He can improve the shot selection just a tinge. He can get a little volumey, you know what I'm saying, being a volume scorer, but he's very unselfish. And can play excellent off ball. He's gonna be a perfect complement for Halliburton, for Swiper. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we can get my guy Marvin Bagley to get a little bit healthy so he can at least, I guess, not even prove that he's a good player, but like that he is not a complete bust at this point. You know what I'm saying? Moses Moody, the wing, Arkansas. That's the pick.
With the next pick, you see who I'm repping. I am biased. I know who I want. And the draft fell exactly how I wanted the draft to fall. The picks went exactly how we wanted them to go. You know why? Because with the 10th pick, the New Orleans Pelicans are selecting Devon Mitchell, point guard, Baylor. Steal of the draft, right there. We're talking about a tenacious on-ball defender that helped lead Baylor to the championship. Shot 45% from three in college. Come on, are you kidding me? Absolutely deadly. Can create his own shot and play make for others. Was part of the triple threat backcourt that just led Baylor to the championship. Talk about a tenacious defender and can shoot your eyes out and can create off the dribble. He's everything you would want. Lonzo and Josh Hart are restricted free agents. Both of them will not return. One, if we're lucky, maybe one, but I believe bringing in Davion Mitchell at point to battle it out with Kira will really, really, really help the Pelicans. And it's something they need more than anything is shooting and goodness. If we could get some shooting, 45%, you're not gonna beat that. So give me Mitchell in a heartbeat. Let's go Pels.
I actually really, really like that pick. I think it's a very, very, very good pick. And if the draft happens to fall that way, I don't think any Pelicans fans would be disappointed or hurt by that in any way, shape, form, or fashion. All right, so the next pick, we have the Charlotte Hornets. My guy, rookie of the year, Melo Ball, the point guard. Are we calling him the point guard right now?
Already, yeah, he out there.
Out there. Yeah, we call him the point guard 2.0. You know what I'm saying? In the vein of CP3. I mean, he has them coming. He has them coming. Looks like my guy Michael's made a good pick. I mean, That's crazy. I think that's gonna be that'd be pretty good, pretty good.
I also
Anyway,
call, as you remember, he was my favorite pick in the draft. I said it was rookie of the year from
yeah,
last year. We called that. We it was an
yeah,
easy decision. I
yeah.
don't understand.
Like,
Anthony played good. Anthony was great, but
yeah,
we just knew LaMelo was gonna be.
yeah. I mean, I don't feel like anybody. Well, I can't say anybody, but I feel like only like they just want to. You know, at times where people just want to like come up with something different from everybody else. I feel like
Mhm.
that's what that was all about with with Lamelo. Come on now, you know. Yeah. So, but anyways, with this pick, we are going to go with Kai Jones, the forward from Texas. He is 6'10", and he can actually shoot the ball a little decent. He shot 39% from three. Now he did not take very many, but that at the very least shows his ability to do so. I just think he needs a little bit more confidence, be a little bit more, confident in his ability to catch and shoot the ball. But I think he's gonna be pretty good once he kind of grows inside. He kind of is a little bit awkward with his movement, but he's a plus athlete. He's 6'10", amazing, a pretty good wingspan. He's gonna bring you some good defense. I think he has the ability, the potential to be a multi-switch guy, where he can be a versatile, where he can uh, guards out on the perimeter, definitely wings on the perimeter, but also protect the rim. And so I think that's going to be pretty good. I think Charlotte needs them a center. We're going with Kai Jones from Texas.
Solid, solid, solid. That was the Pacers. No,
That's Charlotte,
that was Charlotte. That was
number
Charlotte.
11.
Okay, so I'm at 12. I'm with the San Antonio Spurs. This one is really tough. I'm making this pick not on who I would pick, who I believe San Antonio is going to pick.
Right?
And knowing San Antonio, I believe they're going to take Alperen Sigon, the center from Turkey. It's just a San Antonio pick. It's just a San Antonio pick. They love Euros. They love skilled bigs. They love projects. Sometimes they work out very well. Sometimes they don't. They do have the best scouting department of the people overseas. They have more overseers come in and play well than anybody. And I just think that's where they're going to end up going with how the draft turned out. Personally, if it was me, personally would have took Trey Mann, the point guard from Florida. But hey, that's just that's me. Who am I?
Yeah, that's a pretty good pick. I think that's very San Antonian Greg Popovich pick. And if he does check out, I believe he's going to be pretty good if he does check out for them, because they are very good with that. You are correct. Very good. All right. So the next pick, we have the Indiana Pacers at 13, just hired your boy Rick Carlisle. That's what I'm talking about. Good job, Indiana. The GM and the president of basketball operations still need to be fired, because they're done firing Nate McMillan, and we're gonna keep putting that out there, because even though they lucked up, to be clear, lucked up into Rick Carlisle, they still made a dumb decision firing Nate McMillan. So they still need to be fired, and as we're gonna keep saying that. This next pick, I mean, I feel like this guy slid a little bit. I think he's a lot more talented than the slot, but I think Indiana would love to pick him. Keon Johnson, the shooting guard from Tennessee. Super athletic, uber athletic, 48-inch vertical. Who is jumping that high? Not very many people. and he's very lean, man. He's super lean. He can bulk up a little bit because he's only 185. He's only 6'3" and a half. He's only 185. He can stand to add some bulk and jumping that. Even if he loses an inch on that vertical, being thick and jumping that high, whoo! Oh man, he banging on somebody. It's gonna be. I think that them needing a guard. Pacers need a guard. They need somebody opposite Karis LeVert. You know what I'm saying? Is Jeremy Lamb really the answer out there? I don't know if that's really the case, but I think that this is gonna be short up. They do have Brogdon, don't they? Still have
Yeah.
Brogdon. So now they got Brogdon, but I think that this super uber athletic guy is gonna bring some stability, some bounce, some acceleration. Very, very fast on the ball. He's a plus defender already. He's just a little bit, just a tinge bit on the smaller side. But other than that, he is a tenacious defender. I think is perfect for the Pacers.
Okay. And with the last pick in our mock, because we only go into the last pick in the lottery, pick number 14 belongs to Golden State
Once again,
once again. And with us having Jalen Suggs going to them earlier at what it was 7 at 14, I have them taking the Australianer, the second overseer off the board. This guy played in the same league that LaMelo played in before last year before he came over, and that is Josh Giddey. He's a 6'8" small forward um, who's coming over from Australia. Guy's proven himself, played in that league, and we saw what LaMelo did, averaging 17 in that league, coming in the NBA, winning Rookie of the Year. I'm not saying that Giddey has that type of potential, but I think a solid another small forward to go behind Wiggins. I can also give you a little bit more of a jump shot than a little scoring off the bench, because they definitely struggle with this scoring off the bench. You can't keep relying on Steph and Clay to just carry it with no bench. I think he's a solid scorer off the bench that'll help you come give him a few buckets. Who would you have them taking, C3?
well, seeing as though as though my guy Wiggins will be gone, I think that it would be better for them to get a long athletic wing, a la Zaire Williams from Stanford. I think they need another wing, and I think that Zaire is a pretty good pickup in this area. Also, a guy who did not get picked. My guy Corey Kespert would also be somebody I would look at this point, because if they get another shooter, what are you gonna do? What, like, how it doesn't matter if 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 Draymond can't shoot uh uh hit the broad side of a barn, doesn't even matter. With Hesper, Steph, and Clay Thompson, it
Yeah,
does not even matter. He
yeah,
can never shoot a shot for the rest of his career with those three on the floor.
absolutely, bro. I think Casper would be a steal, but I don't know how Golden State is. Uh, they don't like young talent. They like vets, proven vets. So I doubt any of these people even be drafted by Golden State. But I do like the Casper pick as well. But I think everybody has Giddy a little bit higher on their board. He's also 6'8", so he's also a long body. But I couldn't be mad at Kesper at all, because Kesper can shoot the lights out. Another person I really, really like is Trey Mann, but they had Suds earlier, because Trey Mann shoots your eyes out from Florida, was shooting 40% from three. Like, whoo. And but see, my thing with Zaire is another person
Kessler's
that
at
struggles with the
44 and
shot.
a half, though.
Yeah, Zaire. Only thing with Zaire is just like your guy Keon, another person that really struggles with the shot with the shot shooting under 29% in college for Zaire, and then Keon was shooting 27. So it's like some of these guys definitely got to improve on the jump shot, and the Golden State definitely wants. I think they experiment with Kelly Oubre this year and not being able to shoot the ball. They was like, yeah, they gonna definitely want somebody that can shoot the ball a little bit. So,
Bye, Kelly.
bro, Golden State with Golden State, man, and you just never know with them. They're down to trade everybody and anybody. So we'll see how the draft unfolds if they really even make any of these picks 14 or 7. They're the only team I can really see moving out like that out of their picks and trading those picks away. But I think most of the other teams stay pat um, and make those picks. But for the lottery, I like the way the lottery panned out. I definitely said I think the two people, um, the late round steals to keep your eye on is definitely watching Cam Thomas from LSU. Watch him. You better watch him.
I
Yes.
watched a lot of them. The man gets buckets.
Yeah, you better. Somebody's going to go get a baller. I think this
I
point
mean,
guard in this draft is
buckets.
so deep. It's so deep.
It really is. Very guard heavy draft.
Very guard heavy, and they're talented. They're very talented.
A lot of guys I think they're going to be really, really good. Like Sherry Cooper from Auburn. I think he's going to be pretty good. Like there's a lot of guards. Of course, we talked about Man. We talked about Moody. We got the over the seas guys. We talking, Suggs at the top. We talking, all those guys. We got Cole. Kate Cunningham at the top. Davion Mitchell. We got Ken Johnson. Like a lot of good guards.
That's what makes this mock was so hard is because a lot of the best players are guards, and teams just can't have this many guards on the roster. So you got to get some big. They're gonna take some bigs in the draft. You just gotta have to take some bigs in the draft, especially with the way needs fell and things fell out. But I'm telling you, man, some of these guards are just gonna light it up, and so why we watch those. Even some small forwards, because small forward is another one. I like Jalen Johnson out of Duke. I think he's going to be really good as well. Watch him in the late rounds as well. But that's it, guys, for our mock this year. Be looking out for the future episodes. We definitely gonna hit you right back. As always, won't bow down, pals. Peace.